Yo, what's up, y'all? My name is Apinula Pakar and I'm back in here. It's another day, man. Today I'm chilling with Rheyon, aka Rhey, for short, you know what I'm saying? Rheyon Andrews. Bruh, I come a long way with this guy, man. Like, how far along has it been?
Many years.
2006,
man.
2007.
It's 2019.
Somewhere around there. It's 2019 today. So, hey, man, it's been a long time, bro.
Yeah, man.
You good, though?
Yeah, I'm good, dog. You know
man.
What I'm saying? Happy to be alive and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, I'm like so excited, dog. Like, this guy was telling me just now the good news that he's been getting in terms of like getting a new job and everything, and how he's being treated there, and you know, it's revitalizing for me, bruh, as well, because I know you came a long way, and you actually one of the people who inspired me to make that video on depression and mental illness. If you guys haven't seen it, please check it out. He's the guys I was talking about. So today I'm interviewing him, kind of, but we're having a conversation, right? You know, like we usually do. We just sit down and we talk. Yeah, so I'm just having a conversation with him in terms of this topic of depression and mental illness, and what he went through, and how he overcame it, and what you guys should, you know, basically look out for. But I feel like the more we talk about this, the more we can inspire each other, and you know, the more we can help each other overcome certain obstacles in our lives as a young generation.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
definitely. Like, you know, dog, this depression thing,
yeah,
you know, like, it's very dangerous, you know what I'm saying? Because now, if you're gonna have the mentality of you just wanting to be alone all the time, you know what I'm saying, it's definitely gonna get to you. You know, that depression is telling you to be alone all the time. And being alone is not good, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had a meeting with one of the people that I know, you know, one of the good people that I know. You know, I met her just this past Wednesday, and you know, we had a conversation this morning on, you know, why people, you know, should move together, you know what I'm saying? That's synergy, you know what I'm saying? And that synergy energy can take you very far, you know what I mean? And the way I was like going through my depression, dude, like I was going through the most, like, guys,
I know.
I rough story, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was at the world's end, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know what to do, but every day, you know, I meditate, you know, I keep my mental well-being, you know what I mean? I keep it in check, because now if I lose all of that, you know, it's gonna drive me to do things that I do not want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Things like what, for example?
You might wanna take your own life. You know, you might want to take the life of someone else. You know what I'm saying? Depression is like that. You don't just want to take your own life, you want to take the life of someone else.
Like, your life's value is so low that even someone else's life value
like,
is that low.
you can't even like, bruh, you can't even, if you can't even support yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the use of living if you can't even support yourself? You know what I mean? Like, how the hell, like, air is free, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Now you support the fact that you don't want to breathe anymore. You know what I'm saying? And you want to wake up the next day and be like, shit, you know, I just wish I never woke up. You know, and that impacts a whole lot of people. Even if you think that a very small circle of people know you, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna impact a lot of other people, because now there's people that you've met, you know what I'm saying, that you've had an impact on. You know what I mean? They won't tell you, but they'll be at your funeral or they'll send condolences.
When it's over.
You know what I'm saying? When it's over, they're gonna sit with that regret of not telling you. So rather right now, like, live life like you know, like you mean it. Find, like, even if you feel like the whole world is against you, like, because guys, I know what it's like to be down and out. I mean, like, nothing, no support, you know what I'm saying? No people, like, guys, I went through things rougher than depression, you know what I'm saying? Depression was just the first start of it, but then, you know, shit just started falling apart right after the whole depression thing. But even before that, like, real life issues, you know what I'm saying, on the side. You know, you need to focus on real life issues. But then that real life issues, you know, it like really got to me, and like I just became dysfunctional. Guys, like it took me a month and a few days to recover. Like it took me a month and a few days. But then now, you know, like guys, you just need good people around you, you know. Surround yourself with some good energy. You know, even if you don't have friends, you know what I'm saying, just grab a good book, you know what I mean, like read a good book, you know what I'm saying, it'll lift up your spirits. Even if you're listening to music or doing whatever makes you happy,
going.
you know what I'm saying, whatever keeps you going, you know what I mean. There was a point in my life where just music kept me going. Just waking up,
I hear that, bro.
just waking up and listening to that one track that starts you off, you know what I'm saying, you're depressed as hell, you know, you want to do some old nonsense, you know, and then you listen to that one track and then everything changes. You just look forward to, you know, every day one step of the way. You don't just face it head on, you know what I'm saying, like you can't limit yourself. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't limit yourself to, you know, whatever is blocking you. You know what I mean, like you gotta push out of your comfort zone, like get out of your comfort zone, talk to someone, you know, even if it's just someone that you just walk past, you know, say hi, how was your day, you know, like just, you know, communicate.
And I think what I'm getting out of this also as you're speaking is that it's important for people to see beyond where they are, because when you're there, I don't think you see it that way. Like everything around you, your perspective is just totally
gone.
warped.
You're just like in total darkness.
And it's like only after you've gone past that and you've overcome it is when you realize that actually this is what I've learned from it, and you know, this is what you shouldn't do while you're going through it. You know, you're able to be a voice to someone who's going through.
And there's also, you know, like because of that, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of opportunities that you can miss. Like, you know, if you're sitting in one place, you could have been, let's say, let me make an example. You could have been in Melrose, for an example, you know, having some coffee. You know, you just got your headphones on, you know, you're listening to music. And then, you know, someone just comes to you and starts a conversation. You know, and like, that's, you know, just things to look forward to. You know what I mean? And then like if you choose to ignore that conversation, you know, the day that you out and you know, you somewhere with, you know, coping, it'll hit you, you know, why didn't I, you know, take down some notes, or why didn't I keep in touch with that person? You know, even if it's not a lot of people, you know, just let maximum five, you know, 5 people in your life, you know what I'm saying, that keep you going. You know, that's just how I've learned how to cope. I've just got 5 people in my life that keep me going. You know what I mean? And one of those people are my mom. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes to my mom, there's nothing that I wouldn't do just to make that woman happy. Even if I wasn't happy, even if it didn't make me happy. You know what I mean? Like, I know that if I see a smile on my mom's face, that's somewhere inside that I will also find my smile. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
One time,
So you're also saying that there was a lot of people who you thought you could depend on that you couldn't depend on in your life, because I mean everybody I think has a lot of people that they know, like even as far as family goes, because you don't just have your parents, you have your aunties, you have your uncles,
your
cousins. So when it's like reduced to 5, it just goes to show that when somebody's going through something, there's not really anyone.
There's not really a lot of people
close as
and like, let me tell you something, bruh. People will bring flowers to your grave, but they won't buy flowers for you.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? You can't appreciate the flowers when you're dead, man. How are you gonna appreciate the flowers when you're dead? I can't smell a rose when I'm dead, bruh. Rather bring me that rose while I'm alive. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Make my motherfucking day. Sorry for the
Rather
strong
buy him the
language,
rose while you
bruh.
can still smell him. Damn, bro. That's deep. That hit me deep, actually. Like, cause I remember Kanye talking about this on Graduation. I don't know if you remember that track. It's like,
I was,
you know,
funny thing is, I was listening to Graduation 2 days ago, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like everything flashing, lights, you know, and bruh, you know, it just brought back memories, bruh. Like I was
that nostalgia, bro.
Nostalgic,
like that's another thing that like gets me going sometimes. I just think of the past, you know, and be like, I was once good and I can be good again, you know. I don't need to dwell on where I am now because of circumstance. I need to remember who I was, because before, you have to remember, we weren't really caring about what's going on around us, you know. Most of our happiness came from inside, and we were able to share it with each other, you know. We're able to have a good laugh, we're able to, you know, we blocked out the world, basically. The world was still what it was.
It was still what it was,
but then we perceived it different.
When we grew up, that's when we met the real world. Like, is this it? Like, shit.
It's right.
The world is cruel, guys. It's cruel, like it's not rough. It's cruel, guys.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna meet people that are gonna step on you. You're gonna meet people who are greater than you. You know what I'm saying? Who's got a better dress sense, better sense of money. You know what I'm saying? Who's smarter than you? You know what I'm saying? But don't let that make you feel small, you know. Live in your happiness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because now, if you're gonna hand the remote to other people, you know what I'm saying, and that just means you letting them change the channel on your happiness. You know what I'm saying? And bruh, we're not robots.
For sure, bro. Like we feel,
people. You know what I'm saying? We go through the most,
and that's the thing that I think is what I don't like about society today, is that we're not allowed to express ourselves as people, especially as men. You know, the fact that what you said is like you should be able to feel, and I feel like that's the right of every human being, because of the fact that we have emotions. We should be able to feel, but the problem comes now where you're not respected if you feel too much, you know, if you're emotional or if you're depressed. Some people don't take it seriously. They take
you get seen as a pussy nigga.
Exactly. Or you're moaning, or come
you're
on,
a moaner, you're a girl.
Like, why are you doing, you know what I mean?
Your feelings.
Why are you in your feelings?
You know what I'm saying? Quit listening to Drake, and you know what I'm saying? Get
you're
correct,
Drake ass nigga.
Bruh.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
so I think that's like just a wrong mentality for me, man, because back then, the reason why I think as kids we're able to live life better was because we're able to express ourselves as fully as possible.
And there we didn't have any real life worries, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were being sheltered from the world. The world wasn't coming to us. Now that we in the real world, you know what I'm saying? The world is coming to us, and the world is throwing shit at you. You're ducking and diving.
You're trying to survive.
You're trying to survive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can say there's some niggas, you know what I'm saying, that are in situations that, you know, we, like all of us, you know, we all know those people that we went to school with who are down in the dumps, you know what I'm saying, that, bruh, like, you know, if you can, you know, each one teach one, you know what I'm saying, if you can pull someone out of a dark place, you know what I'm saying, pull them out of a dark place, you know what I'm saying, and like, you know, for those who prayed for me, you know what I'm saying, like I felt their prayers, bruh, trust me, you know what I'm saying, on those cold nights I felt those prayers, bruh, you know what I'm saying, people kept me going, you know what I'm saying, only the select few, you know, but you know, I'm not scared of meeting new people, like letting them into my life, you know what I'm saying, I want to see what I can learn from the next person.
I think this thing also made you like value the little things in life.
Yes.
Like people, bro.
And it also made me a straight up savage, because I've been thrown under the bus a whole lot of times. Do not get it twisted. If you ever cross me in the street one day, you know what I'm saying, and you're trying to get something, you know, like,
you
trust
know
me,
better.
I've been through all of that. I've been through a whole lot worse. Bruh, if you're not legit, and trust me, I would see it in your eyes if you're not legit, You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep it stepping, bro. Like, keep it moving. We're not having this conversation. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate the people that you have around you right now. Appreciate the ones that appreciate you in return.
Don't
you know
block
what I'm
them
saying?
out.
And cut your grass, bro. The snakes. The snakes.
Cut your grass.
Yes.
Hey,
Take the snakes out the grass,
it's funny, bro. Like, that's the society we're living in, bro.
Yeah,
it's like,
man.
it's a dog eat dog for real, dog. You know, everyone is at the end of the day also trying to survive. You know, so sometimes them stepping on your toe may not be necessarily personal, but more so their survival as well.
Yeah, their survival.
You know, they are trying to, get
like,
by.
But now you see, if that comes, it's a dog eat dog world, and unfortunately, this dog has grown some huge ass nuts. And it's gonna eat you. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh.
Yeah,
I'm not even joking, because bruh, people get you depressed. You know what I'm saying? As much as people can make you happy, they make you depressed as hell. You know what I'm saying? And people, you know, at the end of the day, people will be people. We're all humans. We bleed, all of us. You know what I'm saying? But we're all different at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And assholes will be assholes. Nice guys will be nice
because
guys.
we're all coming from different journeys of life.
Yeah,
like, we're
man.
coming from different walks of life. We're raised different, just by our environment, our family, our friends, our community. There's a lot of factors that play a role in who we become,
who we are these days.
So we'll always be different. But I think the important thing is to recognize each other as a humanity, on a humanity level. The fact that you can get sad like I can get sad, you know, the fact that you can laugh like I can laugh. I think we need to see each other on that term, despite your differences, despite where you come from. But then I need to respect you as a human being first. You know, and then after that I can have the maturity of seeing beyond that and be like, oh, maybe you're being like this to me because of ABC. Maybe you've gone through this circumstance. And I think for you, as a person who's went through a lot of stuff, you know, you are able to now have a more open mind towards people and their struggles. You're more in touch, because you're also telling me when we're on the road, actually, you're also telling me something about you starting something for homeless people. Yeah, man. You know? So the fact that you're thinking along those lines, like you're passionate about actually doing something and starting something for the homeless people, because you kind of understand them. Yeah, you know, you've been there. I understand them. I've been there. Trust. I've been there, and you know what, bro? Like, homeless people make more money than y'all niggas that are sitting in call centers and offices at the end of the day. But really? I expected this. The problem with my niggas is they smoke too much, you know what I'm saying? Oh, they don't have a direction in terms of what to do with that. You know what I'm saying? And that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But those niggas make more money than niggas in call centers and wherever. Waiter, if you're a waiter, you know what I'm saying? You think you're getting tips? Nah, those niggas get tips for real, you know what I'm saying? Plus, those guys don't need to go to a shop or anything, because they get everything. Food, money, clothes, you know what I'm saying? Like, their lives are sorted out, but now we in the real world, you know what I'm saying? We need to do shit the proper way, you know what I'm saying? And I think there's a price to pay for that, because now people are gonna see that and think, these hobos are sorted now, so I don't have to help them. But then they don't have a home though. They don't have a home. And they don't have clothes. And they they so committed to drugs that they don't care about anything else. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But guys, I'm busy working on a project, you know what I'm saying? You know, just if you can contribute a sleeping bag, you know what I'm saying? Hit me on the Rhey X page, RHEYX, you know what I'm saying? If you can contribute a sleeping bag, and then I'll just handle the rest from there. Sleeping bags, blankets, you know what I mean? So I can get this show on the road of mine, you know what I'm saying? And keep some homeless people alive this winter, because homeless people die because of cold weather. While you in your warm bed, you know what I'm saying, there's another nigga out there getting cold, you know what I'm saying, and unfortunately who won't make it until the next morning because of weather conditions. So come through with a sleeping bag or some blankets, you know what I'm saying. Hit me up, Rhey X, you know what I'm saying, or RHEY Andrews, ANDREWS,
REWS on Instagram, Rhey Andrews. DM me. You know what I'm saying? And let's
I'm gonna write this down on the screen so they see. So just say it again.
Definitely.
You know.
So
and then your email.
Oh man,
do you have
my
an email
address? Definitely.
Okay.
My email address RHEYONJA@gmail.com.
Okay.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? And guys, please, let's change the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a life-changing journey at the moment.
Yes.
You know, it'll all be documented. So I'll keep you guys updated on what's going on. Peace and love.
Peace and love. Peace and love, man. Wait, but before we peace and love out of here, man, I just want to conclude this quickly. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, by the way, and also
thanks for tuning in, guys.
I hope that anyone who's going through depression and stuff, like, you guys take some of these points that you heard, because this man like went through the most, bro, and he came out of it, and you know, his life is changing for the better. And it's actually very inspiring for me personally, and I think it's gonna inspire you guys too. I hope it inspires you guys as well, and it inspires you guys to make a change, and that everybody around you that you see, that you don't judge too fast, and that you're willing to help somebody who looks like they need the help. And if they ask you, man, by no means don't shun them out, you know. Don't judge them, because I think that's a lot of what we face with when people don't want to speak out, is because they're afraid of being judged. They're afraid that you're gonna look at them a certain way while they're already dealing with what they're dealing with, you know, on top of that. So they kind of separate themselves from the world, because the world is gonna shun them. So I think be the light for them, and be understanding, and try to really get to know somebody for who they are, and really try to understand where their mindset is coming from. So yeah, man, thanks Rhey, bro, for doing this. Thanks for speaking out here. I know it's not probably easy, but I know you, man, we've been in front of the camera before.
Bro, too many
I shot a video with this guy, bro. Check out App Media, the page. We got a video of this guy singing. You know, he's a singer and a rapper and a producer.
But guys, just you know, like, let's get one thing clear. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep on supporting each other. You know what I'm saying? Don't look down on the next person. You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, man, peace, love, and happiness. Drink more water.
Drink more water. Peace out.
Stick up, chisa, chisa in my leg. It was side, boogie, see ya, pull up.